Hello everyone. So now we are going to discuss again some topics which is based on economics. Economics. Okay. National Common Mobility Cut, Maritime Call, Green Port Guideline, Railway Safety of India, Bharat New Car Assessment, Function of the Major Ports, Insurance Sector. In insurance sector, we have Bima Sugam. Bima Sugam is for the Bima, generally for the one platform integration, and second one is Bima Vistar. Vistar is for accidental cover. Next is Bima Vahak. Vahaks are for women centric approach. So total premium, we are 10th largest market in the insurance. 10th largest market in the insurance, and we have the 3.2% of the insurance sector. And we have National Insurance Academy released the report on Indian insurance. Health protection, we given the health protection almost 73%. 87% life insurance we given, 87% life insurance we given, and insurance regulatory authority which is developed in 1999 act. Okay, and this is the Hyderabad and Telangana, and this body is Ministry of Finance, under the Ministry of Finance, which is in Hyderabad, for grant the license, protect interest, regulate the investment, undertake the inspection, conduct the inquiry. Life insurance company, general insurance, reinsurance, medical wellness tourism. Next one is the medical wellness tourism. This medical wellness tourism is under the Ayush system. Under the Ayush system, we are second largest in the wellness center in the wellness, and $70 billion world market. And Ayush visa, we are providing yoga, naturopathy, and Siddha homeopathy, and the Soalikpa. Medical tourism is a term which is the practice of the traveling across international border. Wellness tourism, that is national strategy for the wellness and enabling the digitalization. First is for the digitalization, and second is for the accessibility, and okay, and third is national wellness tourism. So recently WHO is doing the work for the complementary and the integrated medicines also, and this is about the Gujarat Declaration. Gujarat Declaration is basically multiple times in exams asked the Gujarat Declaration, and this declaration is basically is it's for the medical sector. Okay, now after rub, rub this all. Next one is one network for digital commerce. Digital commerce. What is important here? First is the market, e-commerce. Next one is reducing the intermediaries. We don't want now intermediaries. Okay, we want a broad-based innovation. We want a regulatory plus application, central intermediary plus medium digitalized business. Department of Promotion, DPIIT, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, which is working for the e-commerce, and Quality Council of India, which is also working for this platform. Next one is electricity plan. Next one is electricity plants. Okay, so 2003 review the last 5 year, 2017 to 22. We are reviewing the last 5 year. There is a next 5 year, 2022 to 2027, and this all about the rising energy demand. We have raised the energy demand. And also national electricity policy, which is in 2007, and it is for the 5 year, that is 2022 and 27. Okay, and this is the carbon emission which we are doing. It is declining trend. CO2, we are going to decline it. Renewable energy, that should be 35% of 2026. That is the renewable energy. Renewable energy is about 35% of the total, and energy efficiency and the conservation, that was the 24%. So we are promoting the renewable energy 35%. We are promoting the efficiency. 24%, and reduction the emission by the 24%, and we reducing the emission 45% for 2030. Okay, and all India installed capacity. So renewable energy, that is 39%, lignite based system, that is 2%, nuclear based system, it is also 2%, and the diesel based system, that is 0%. See, this whole system is based on the renewable energy sources. This 2% for the nuclear, 2% for the lignite, and 0% for the diesel, and 5% for the gas. Okay, next one is this all. Here solar is 34%. Solar, that is 34%. Then wind energy, that is 26%. It is wind energy. So solar is 34%. Wind energy, that is 26%. And biomass energy, that is 7%, and small hydro, that is 3%, small hydro, and large hydro, that is 30%. Large hydro is the 30%. Okay, so we have installed about large hydro, that is 30%, solar, that is 34%, wind energy, that is 26%, and small hydro, that is 3%, and biomass, that was 7%. The Central Electricity Council or Authority, it is under the Electricity Act of 2003. So this is talking it under the Ministry of Power, and this is Rule 3.1, Section 3.1, repeal the Electricity Act of 1948. Now it is in 2003, and Section 70 is also superseded to regulate 24/7 power supply. 40 members होने चाहिए इंक्लूडिंग चेयरपर्सन. एडवाइस करना सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को, स्पेसिफाई करना क्या टेक्निकल स्टैंडर्ड्स है, मेजर्स जितने भी उनको प्रमोट करना. Next one is about the interstate transmission system. Interstate transmission charges. Transmission का मतलब, interstate transmission means Ministry of Power, which is working for the transmission like wind energy and green hydrogen and ammonia under 25 years. Okay, so this is about the use of the wind farm constructed in the water. So green hydrogen is very important for renewable energy, and green ammonia is also very important for transport sector, and complete waiver of the charges, and a project commission 1 January 2033 for the further given the graded charges, and renewable energy storage pumps and batteries will be there, and this will also encourage project will after 31 2030, this will attract the graded transmission charges, okay. Financial incentive to state for reform in the power sector. What kind of reforms we want in power sector? So पावर सेक्टर में हमें क्या क्या रिफॉर्म्स चाहिए? पहला रिफॉर्म है कि अजम्पशन ऑफ द डिस्कॉम, लाइक लॉसेस, जितने भी लॉसेस हो रहे हैं, लॉसेस ऑफ द डिस्कॉम्स शुड बी रिड्यूस, लॉस रिड्यूस होना चाहिए, ठीक है। दूसरा है कि ट्रांसपेरेंसी होनी चाहिए, ट्रांसपेरेंसी, वी नीड ट्रांसपेरेंसी। एंड तीसरा है टाइमली ऑडिट होना चाहिए, टाइमली ऑडिट, वी नीड ऑडिट टाइमली। एंड इसके बाद नेक्स्ट है कंप्लायंस होना चाहिए, कंप्लायंस इज ऑल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट, ओके। सो दिस ग्रोस स्टेट डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट, इसका टोटल 0.5% हम लोग मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फाइनेंस इस पे खर्च कर रही है। हमें क्या चाहिए कि फाइनेंशियल इंसेंटिव देना है ताकि पावर सेक्टर में क्या आए, ट्रांसपेरेंसी आए, टाइमली ऑडिट हो, इसका कंप्लायंसेस हो पॉलिसीज का, और ट्रांसमिशन कॉस्ट जो है, कॉस्ट रिडक्शन करना है। डिस्कॉम की जो कॉस्ट है, अभी जो डिस्कॉम की जो कॉस्ट है वो बहुत ज्यादा है, सो वी वांट दैट डिस्कॉम कॉस्ट शुड बी रिड्यूस्ड। Next one is market coupling. What you mean about the market coupling? This market coupling is under the Ministry of Power. It is power of exchange. Power of exchange. Okay, what exchange? In order to have uniform price, we need a uniform price. We need a uniform prices for all. So that's why power trading, single power trading entity owned by the government, and single power trading entity, single power trade होता है, okay. And one grid, that's why we are approaching one grid, one nation, and one price, one frequency, okay. This is all about market based economical dispatch system, and we are using here the centralized scheduling and dispatching entire consumption of the electricity. Next one is electricity rights. This is about 2023 rule. So new electrical connection where we given time bound manner. So electricity amendment rule, which is introduction to the time of day tariff, rather than being charged, it's according to the power tariff 20% less of the solar hour and 10 to 20% higher during this peak hour. So amendment was for the smart metering, smart meter चाहिए हमें, and also based on the maximum demand. Okay, for the before installation date. Next is high price day. This high price day is ahead market and surplus power portal, that is पुष्प पोर्टल. पुष्प पोर्टल किसके लिए बना है? इसका नाम है हाई प्राइस डे ahead market and surplus power portal. Pushp portal is for the discoms and will able to indicate their surplus power, and this will discom enable to the generation capacity for utilize. What is the generation capacity and how much they utilize? Next is national gas grid. gas grid. National gas grid. This gas grid is about the mixture of the gas plus hydrocarbon. Okay, so this is about deep inside upon the liquid hydrocarbon. लिक्विड हाइड्रोकार्बन्स जो होते हैं इसका क्या होता है, डीप इनसाइड होता है, ठीक है, डीप इनसाइड अपॉन द लिक्विड हाइड्रोकार्बन. That's why we are going for energy mix in the, we are mixing the natural gas 6.5% to 50% by the 2030. ये हमारा टारगेटेड है कि प्राइमरी नेचुरल गैस को मिक्स किया जाएगा. वी आर गोइंग टू मिक्स दिस एंड सब्जेक्ट ऑफ द पेट्रोलियम एंड नेचुरल गैस फॉल अंडर द यूनियन लिस्ट. It is under the union list and the 33764 kilometer. It is a gas pipeline, natural gas pipeline. Okay, and now natural gas is purview of the Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board. It is in Natural Gas Regulatory Board in 2006 and that is engaged to specified activity of the petroleum, gas exchange and city gas distribution network is also. So Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas that is working for this. Okay. Next is business innovation and entrepreneurship. What is CRR? The CRR is under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Okay, and this is all about monthly. ये मंथली बेसिस पे होता है, ठीक है. एंड हेयर सेक्शन 135 ऑफ कंपनी एक्ट ऑफ कंपनीज एक्ट, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, याद रखना कि कंपनीज एक्ट का सेक्शन 135 है विच इज शेड्यूल भी ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा, शेड्यूल 7 है. शेड्यूल कौन सा है, 7 है. एंड दैट इज मिनिमम हमें 2% ऑफ द एवरेज नेट प्रॉफिट. एवरेज नेट प्रॉफिट जो है इसका हमें 3 ईयर फाइनेंशियल ईयर के अंदर CSR कॉर्पोरेट सोशल रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी में रखना है. तो हमें नेट प्रॉफिट 5 करोड़ होना चाहिए, नेट वर्थ 500 करोड़ होनी चाहिए कंपनी की, और टर्नओवर कम से कम 1000 करोड़ उसी कंपनी से हम लेंगे CSR, ठीक है. 1000 टर्नओवर, 500 हो जाएगा नेटवर्थ और 5 करोड़ हो जाएगा उसका प्रॉफिट, ठीक है. तो यहाँ पर कंट्रीब्यूशन क्या है, फंड शेल बी एडमिसिबल इन द CSR, जिसको हम स्वच्छ भारत पर खर्च करेंगे, स्वच्छ भारत कोष, एंड क्लीन गंगा फंड बनाएंगे, क्लीन गंगा, एंड PM नेशनल रिलीफ फंड बनाएंगे, और PM सिटीजन असिस्टेंस का लिए रिलीफ फंड बनाएंगे, और ये सब PM केयर फंड भी बनाएंगे, PM केयर फंड भी हम बनाने वाले हैं, ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे 150% ऑफ द CSR एंड 26,000 करोड़ रुपए हमने खर्च किए हैं, और 29% से लेकर 24% तक टोटल स्पेंडिंग होगी हमारी. देन हम क्या करेंगे, डबल करेंगे, क्या ग्लोबल क्लाइमेटिक मतलब क्लाइमेट के अंदर डबल पैसा खर्च करेंगे. देन इंक्रीज स्पेंडिंग ऑन द सैनिटेशन प्लस रूरल डेवलपमेंट. दिस मनी विल ऑल्सो बी यूटिलाइज हेयर. And other than this we will spend 0.1% for the technology also. Okay, so this क्या impact होगा, तो CSR के जो impacts होंगे वो हम बताते हैं. फर्स्ट होगा कि इंडिपेंडेंट एजेंसी बन पाएगी, इंडिपेंडेंट एजेंसी, तो एक इंडिपेंडेंट एजेंसी बन जाएगी. मैंडेटरी ट्रांसफर हो जाएगा, ठीक है, मैंडेटरी ट्रांसफर हो जाएगा CSR का. देन यहाँ पे ओवरहेड लाइक CSR एक्सपेंडिचर फॉर द फाइनेंशियल ईयर, ऑनगोइंग प्रोजेक्ट्स जितने भी हैं उस पर ये हेल्प करेगा. ऑनगोइंग प्रोजेक्ट्स जो होंगे लाइक 3 इयर्स का है तो मल्टी ईयर प्रोजेक्ट्स शैल नॉट बी एक्सीड 3 इयर्स. तो यहाँ पे एक 5 ईयर प्लान होगा जिसमें इस पे वर्क करना होगा. तो ये सारे रूल्स में दिए गए हैं CSR पॉलिसी के अंतर्गत कि इम्पैक्ट का असेसमेंट करेंगे. सबसे पहले हम इम्पैक्ट असेसमेंट करेंगे, ठीक है, कि कितने पैसे खर्च हो रहे हैं, कहाँ हो रहे हैं. दूसरा हम मैंडेटरी ट्रांसफर करेंगे, आपको मैंडेटरी CSR देना होगा, और जो अनस्पेंड किया गया है अमाउंट वो फिर से आप क्या करोगे, वो आप फिर से वहां पर CSR पॉलिसी में डाल दोगे। एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ओवरहेड्स होंगे जो कि नॉट एक्सीड 5% तक एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ओवरहेड कम से कम होना चाहिए। और ऑनगोइंग प्रोजेक्ट्स पर वर्क होगा जिसमें मल्टीपल प्रोजेक्ट्स, मल्टी ईयर प्रोजेक्ट्स में 3 ईयर से ज्यादा के प्रोजेक्ट्स नहीं होंगे। ठीक है, फिर है कि कंपनी की जो पॉलिसी है 2022 में इन्होंने कहा कि CSR की एक कमेटी बनाएंगे। एंड कॉस्ट ऑफ सोशल इम्पैक्ट असेसमेंट, तो क्या देखेंगे हम, कॉस्ट ऑफ social impact and assessment cost of social impact assessment and cost of social impact assessment will be 2% of the CSR expenditure, 2% of the CSR expenditure or whichever higher. So it is framework like corporate governance. So there is a Company Act 2013, and this is about the audit. We'll go for audit. We'll go for the SEBI. SEBI is to monitor the corporate governance, to monitor the corporate governance को monitor करेगी, and it is a chartered accountant of India, and there is a company secretary of the India also. This is a general meeting, and Ministry of Corporate Affairs generally regulates the functioning of the corporate sector. So this is Ministry of the corporate sector generally works for this. Next topic है Indian companies on international financial service sector. Indian companies on international financial service center. So this is Indian companies can list directly under International Financial Service Center. It cannot directly list the security without getting listed in domestic stock exchange. So सबसे पहले आपको डोमेस्टिक स्टॉक एक्सचेंज पे अपना नाम लिस्ट करवाना होगा. You are listed in the domestic, then after then you will amend Company Act, which is direct listing of the Indian company on the foreign stock exchange. After then you can go for the foreign stock exchange. Okay, so here Indian companies are raise money abroad through the American Depository Receipt. ADR is important in this Indian and Global Depository Receipt. इन दोनों में क्या किया, इंडियन करेंसी गेट द रेज द मनी लिमिट. आफ्टर दिस फॉरेन मार्केट फंड जो था ये क्या हो गया, रेज, इट वाज रेज्ड एंड ADR आर ट्रेडेड द US स्टॉक एक्सचेंज प्लस GDR आर ट्रेडेड मोस्टली इन द EU stock exchange. It catered to the customers outside the jurisdiction, also deal with the flow of finance and fundraising, asset management. So there is a fundraising, fund was raised, and asset management also there. And International Financial Service Center Authority, that was 2019, and this is unified authority. This is unified authority which is Gift City of IFSC, imagine the International Financial Service of India. Now next is Competition Act. Next is Competition Act. Competition Act is made the notified several provision. It is amended under Competition Act 2002. Okay, so this was the replace the Monopoly and Restrictive Trade MRTP Act of 1969, and it established the Competition Commission of India to forbid the anti-competitive, corporate abuse, and also negative impact of competition. So this is definition was given, the expand the definition 2000 crore. It was the scope for the charter hub and spoke arrangement, which is anti-competitive horizontal. Limitation period was filling the information in 3 years. You should fill the information in the 3 years. Compounding of any offense. So there is a decriminalizing of the certain offenses, and leniency is also given. Vital disclosure of the information. Settlement and commitment, and Director General, he was appointed by the CCI, and prior approval of the central government against the power being vested in the central government. So Genesis is it is a statutory body, and it eliminates the practice having adverse effect of competition and promote the sustained competition, protect the interest of consumers and ensure the freedom of the trade. So interest of consumer and protect trade also. So it is eligible for reappointment, like if his year was 5 year plus 65 year, the chairman of this, and here is one chairperson plus two, at least two maximum और six, दो से six तक members होते हैं, and it can regulate on procedure and amend, and he can be reappointed. Yes, he can also reappointed. Okay, and this is about the fine and imprisonment is also given there. If you are not following this, that means you are in the fine and imprisonment. Okay, now in international competition network, which is in the 140 competition authorities, it is a steering group of 18 members. Now next one is Jan Vishwas. This Jan Vishwas was the decriminalizing 183 provision across the